Hey, what's up you beautiful feckers? Welcome to another episode of Riven Overkill, a series where we take a look at Riven mods on weapons that don't really need them, weapons that are already incredibly powerful, but they get Riven mods as well, so here we are, we may as well check them out. In this episode, we're taking a look at one of our most powerful sidearms in the game, everyone's favourite Grineer hand cannon. It is of course the Brakk. Now the Brakk is a shotgun sidearm that is devastating at close range, but it has got its own downsides in the way that its damage falls off at range, which means you need to be up close and personal to kind of get the maximum amount of damage out of this weapon. But that's what makes so many of you lot love this weapon. It's a beast, up close its DPS is crazy. If you go ahead and keybind your trigger button to your mouse wheel or a macro on PC, it will empty its clip in a second flat, faster than the weapon is actually supposed to fire. Mix in its 1 second reload and you're back damage dealing in no time at all. It's the combination, I think, of the fast fire rate, quick reload, crit chance and crit damage that places the Brakk into the so-called end game bracket. Now the Brakk is a mastery rank 0 weapon that deals 150 base damage, which is spread between 10 pellets. This amount of pellets will of course increase once you stick on multi-shot mods. It's got a decent crit chance, incredible fire rate, but like I said, each of these pellets will suffer from damage drop off at range, so you need to be up close. Now take into account that this weapon has a weak Riven disposition, which means that the stats on a Riven mod for it won't be that high. You won't see multipliers of 200% or more, because now we're seeing much lower stats on weak disposition Rivens, not like before when rifles like the Soma or the Tonko and so on were given such godly Riven mods. Of course they have all been slightly nerfed since that. For me, any one of these stats on a Brakk Riven mod would be absolutely great. Either pure damage, multi-shot, crit chance and crit damage, or even less recoil would be an incredible addition to my Brakk build. So this is the Riven mod that I was loaned by a subscriber. Of course I'm going to have to give it back once I'm finished with it. And it gives me a boost of plus 72% multi-shot, plus 47% crit damage, and plus 49% cold damage, which, as you would guess, makes the Brakk just a little bit more powerful. Just a little bit, sarcasm intended. So the extra multi-shot is a bit like having, I guess, an extra lethal torrent mod equipped, but without that additional fire rate. Not that it needs the fire rate, since, like I said, it can already fire faster than it's supposed to be able to already. And of course the bonus crit damage I'm getting from the Riven mod is also really nice, since so many Brakk users run it for a crit build anyway, so that's a big bonus. So I took my newly Rivened Brakk into the simulacrum and put it up against level 140 corrupted heavy gunners just to see how fast it would kill them, both with armor and of course without, a lot like I've done in all of my previous Riven videos. The enemies without armor were pretty much killed in one clip. That's all I had to use, one clip of the Brakk and boom, they were dead. It was just one scroll of my mouse wheel. But fully armoured enemies, however, took a hell of a lot longer to kill, and considering just how close you need to get with the Brakk to max out your damage output, I'm not sure I'd be happy doing that with a weaker Warframe. But since there's no real reason to go up against enemies above level 100 right now in the game, since most players only go, I guess, as far as sortie level, because there is no real bonus. It's not like before with the endless voids where you could stay in for hours on end and get a shit ton of prime gear. So that's kind of changed. So most players will go up against level 100, and if you do go up above level 100 to level 140 or higher, then most squads will be running with corrosive projections anyway, so enemies won't have any armor, which means the Brakk is going to absolutely shred them. Now this is how I went about modding my Grineer Poopsicle. First up, of course, I had to reformat my Brakk to stick a D polarity in there to fit this Riven mod, because that's the polarity that matches it, and it means that I'm going to have to reformat the weapon once I give this mod back so as I can fix my own build. Then I went ahead and I modded it for a mix of multi-shot, raw damage, elemental damage, and of course I stuck on the crit mods there as well. It is totally worth it if you can get a Riven mod with stats similar to this, but that's a big if, isn't it, because of the whole RNG nature of Riven mods. Of course, to get your hands on the Brakk, if you don't have it in the first place, you will need to kill G3. So running the Law of Retribution is an ideal way to get your parts if you can get clanmates or friends or randoms to actually run the raids with you, because a lot of players feel that the raids are pretty damn boring. Now let me know what you guys think of the Brakk, or if you have a Riven mod for the Brakk, then by all means let me know what kind of stats you were lucky enough to get your hands on in the comment section below, because it would be quite interesting to see what it was like. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Warframe, and as always,